Seniors, do this before bed, or your muscles will disappear. You heard right. Every night you skip this step, your body quietly loses strength. This isn't some internet myth or an exaggerated health scare. This is backed by real science and leading doctors across America and Europe. According to the National Institutes of Health, seniors over the age of 65 lose up to 80% of their muscles in a decade, and the rate speeds up dramatically after 70. But here's the good news. You can stop that decline starting tonight. Let me ask you something. Have you ever woken up in the morning and felt weaker the night before than you did the out of bed feels harder? And your legs don't quite push the way they used to. You start reaching for the furniture just to keep your balance. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. But what if I told you that your bedtime routine could be silently making things worse? Doctors from Johns Hopkins and experts at the European Society for Clinical Nutrition and Metabolism agree that is the most critical window for preserving muscle in older adults. That's because when you sleep, your body isn't just resting, it's repairing and rebuilding without before bed. That process shuts down. So, let's dive in. You might not realize it, but the foods you eat or avoid right before you go to bed, either you're getting stronger or wasting away. We're talking about ordinary things here, not pills you've never heard of or exotic plants from the rainforest. I'm talking about what's already in your kitchen, or just a walk away at your local grocery store. Or far the biggest culprits is going to bed hungry. Now I know what you might be thinking, right? I was told not to eat before bed, and I'm watching my sugar, my weight, and my cholesterol. Sure, those are valid concerns, but going to bed with giving your muscles something to work with is like trying run a car with no gas. When your body goes into a fast overnight and it doesn't have any energy to pull from, guess what? It eats your muscles. And it doesn't happen once in a while. It's every single night, quietly, bit by bit, until one day you realize your arms aren't holding the same trees, your legs aren't walking as far, and climbing stairs feels like a mountain. Let's talk about the fix. What should you be doing instead? Experts say the number one thing you can do, add a little bit of protein before bed. That's right, just a small portion. You don't need a steak dinner at 10 p.m. and a slice of turkey breast, a spoonful of Greek yogurt, or even a small glass of low-fat milk can work wonders. Why? Because protein is your muscle's best friend. It gives your body what it needs to rebuild through the night. And not just any protein. What works best is something called casein protein, found naturally in dairy, because it digests slowly. It releases amino acids into your bloodstream while you sleep, like a steady drip of strength, rebuilding you from the inside out. Studies from the University of Maastricht in the Netherlands have shown that older adults who consumed just 20 grams of casein protein before bed gained more muscle and kept more strength over time. But it's not just about adding something. And you've also got to know what to avoid, and one of the sneakiest robs seniors of their muscle health is sugar, especially in the evening. Now, I'm not talking about the occasional cookie with the grandkids, but when you regularly snack on pastry, soda, or even those so-called healthy granola bars before bed. Your blood sugar spikes, crashes, and leaves your body scrambling to stabilize. That stress wears down your system and encourages muscle breakdown. Your insulin response gets sluggish, your metabolism slows, and over time, instead of building muscle at night, you store more fat and lose more strength. Here's a swap that works. Instead of reaching for a cookie, try a handful of unsalted almonds. They've got protein and magnesium, which helps with muscle repair, and they won't mess with your blood sugar. Or, if you like something warm, a small mug of unsweetened soy milk, or even a piece of hard cheese can satisfy a craving without the crash. Now, I've got to talk to you about something many seniors overlook. Hydration. It sounds simple, but so many dehydrated, and don't even know it. That dry mouth you wake up with is a sign. Your muscles are 75% water, so if they're dry, they're not recovering. If you take medication that makes you yawn more often, you may be losing more water than you realize. Try sipping a small glass of water an hour before bed, just enough to support your body without waking it is an air. Speaking of medications, Did you know some common ones might actually be accelerating muscle loss if taken without care? Statins, for instance, used for cholesterol, have been linked to muscle pain and weakness in some seniors. That doesn't mean you should stop taking them. But it does mean you should talk to your doctor if you feel weaker or more fatigued than usual. They might adjust your dose or suggest supplements to support muscle health alongside the drug. That brings me to one more powerful tip, and I know it's going to surprise some of you, and magnesium and vitamin. Yes, those two work together like a team. Vitamin D helps your body absorb calcium and supports your muscles and bones, while magnesium helps with muscle recovery. But here's the problem: studies show that over 60% of adults over 65 are low in both. If you're waking up with cramps in your legs, or if your arms feel stiff and tired in the morning, you might more. Stretching, you might need a little magnesium. You can get it from spinach, avocado, or even a banana before bed. Or if your doctor gives you the green liver, the counter supplement in the evening could help. Now, I want to be clear, you don't need to change your entire life overnight. But what you do tonight could how strong you feel in the morning, and not just tomorrow morning, but every morning from here on out. The decline of strength and independence is not a sudden crash, it's a slow drip. But the good news is you can plug that leak right now. If there's one message I want you to walk away with, it's this: don't let bedtime be a missed opportunity. You're not too old, and it's not too late. Whether you're 65 or 85, your body is still capable of healing, rebuilding, and getting stronger if you give the chance. Before we go any further, I want to hear from you. What's something you struggle with at night? Is it level sleeping, or feeling weak in the morning? Drop a comment below and let us know. Your question could be the next video topic we dive into. Alright, let's keep going. So, we talked about the most critical things your body needs before bed to stop muscle loss in its tracks: ingesting protein, hydration, and the right minerals like magnesium and vitamin D. But that's just the beginning. There's a deeper layer to this problem, one that's stealing your strength: night inflammation. For seniors, this is the silent fire that never turns off unless you do something about it. Imagine your muscles like a crew of workers fixing up your body every night while you sleep, but what happened? The worksite is full of smoke and fire. That's what inflammation does. It burns through your system, distracting your body from repair and focusing it instead on damage control. This silent fire leads to muscle breakdown, fatigue, and weakness. The worst part is you may not even feel it happening. Here's the truth: most chronic inflammation in older adults starts in the gut. Yes, your belly plays a huge role in how strong or weak you feel. That late night bloating, gassy feeling, or even constipation isn't just a minor annoyance. It's a warning signal that the food you're eating isn't serving you. And if your gut's inflamed, your mouth the nutrients they need to heal and grow overnight. Now let's get real specific. There are a few things most of us eat without thinking twice that might be making things worse: white bread, processed cheese, packaged deli meats, even those healthy crackers that say low fat or multigrain. These foods are stripped of natural fibers, loaded with additives, and cause tiny spikes in your blood sugar that leads to inflammation. And inflammation leads to more muscle loss while you sleep. What should you eat instead? Try this simple change. Swap out your regular bread with a slice of sprouted bread, a small serving of steel cut oats. These are slow digesting carbs that feed your gut and your muscles at the same time. Add a touch of cinnamon. Not only does it taste great, but it's also proven to fight inflammation and balance sugar, especially at night. Here's another trick: fermented foods. A spoonful of plain kefir or a few forkfuls of sauerkraut. Before, it might not sound glamorous, but they help heal your gut. These foods are rich in probiotics, the good bacteria that calm inflammation and improve nutrient absorption. When your gut is working right, your muscles get more of what they need from your food, and over time, you'll notice less stiffness, fewer aches, and more energy when you wake up. Let's take it a step further. If you've been noticing unusual fatigue, difficulty climbing stairs, or even dropping small items more in a mineral most people never think about. Potassium. That's right. Potassium isn't just for your heart. It helps with muscle contraction, fluid balance, and cellular repair, and when you don't get enough of it, especially as you age, your muscles weaken and cramp more easily. Here's the catch. Many seniors avoid potassium-rich foods because of fear around potassium levels, and the key is balance. You don't need to eat piles of bananas. Even just a few slices of avocado, or half a baked sweet potato can give your body what it needs to stay strong at night. And if you're on medications like diuretics or blood pressure pills, always check with your doctor first. They might adjust your dose or guide you on safe levels. Another big mistake is ignoring muscle signals. If your body is sending out red flags like twitching, cramping, or a heavy feeling in the legs, don't wait. That's your body's way of saying, hey, I need help. Most of the time, it's not about more exercise or more stretching, it's about nutrition. A lack of B-vitamin can show up in those exact ways. Here's the thing about B12: after age 60, your body doesn't absorb it the same way it used to. That's why even if you're eating meat or dairy, you could still be running low. Low B12 levels make your mush and your muscles weaker. So, if you're waking up with numb hands, pins and needles in your feet, or just that dull, heavy tiredness, you might need a boost. Good news: B12 is available in simple over-the-counter supplements, or even better, talk to your doctor. Week B12 shot. Many seniors feel a burst of energy and clearer thinking within days of starting. It's a small step that make a big difference in how strong and steady you feel during the day and while you sleep. Now, I know many of you are thinking, this is a lot to remember. I can't change my whole routine overnight. But you don't have to. Even one small shift, like choosing Greek yogurt over toast or sipping a warm herbal tea instead of soda, can move the needle. Think of it like patching holes in a leaky bucket. Each small fix helps you keep more of your strength. Seeking of tea. Here's a bedtime tip you might not expect. Tart cherry juice. Just a few ounces in the evening mixed with water or sipped alone has been shown to reduce inflammation and even help with joint pain. It's rich in melatonin too, which can help you fall asleep faster, and as we said earlier, quality sleep is where your muscles do their best work. Don't overlook how stress affects your muscles either. Chronic worry, tension, even loneliness all add up and keep your body stuck in a fight or flight state. That means your body is using energy to stay on alert, rather than heal. One of the simplest tools is a brief. You've got a smartphone or tablet. Download a free app like Calm or Breathe Plus. Just 5 minutes of deep breathing before bed can slow your heart rate, reduce cortisol levels, and help your body shift into repair mode. You don't need to meditate or chant, just breathe in and out. That's enough. Let's not forget movement. No, I'm not asking you to hit the gym at midnight, but gentle stretching before bed, just 5 minutes, can signal your body that it's time to shift from tension to restoration. If you're able, try slowly rolling your ankles, stretching your arms overhead, or doing a few standing holding onto a chair. These small motions help keep your circulation going and prep your muscles for a productive night's rest. Listen, you've made it through a lot in life: hard times, long days, maybe even some hospital visits or setbacks, and yet, here you are, still standing, still pushing forward. That alone says something. But now is the time to protect what you've got, because no one else will do it for you. Let me ask you this: how do you want to feel 10 years from now? Do you want to be the one out walking the block, holding your grandchild's hand, standing tall? Or do you want his tea for help, just to get out of a chair? The choice starts right now, not with a big leap, but with one small habit tonight before bed. Give your muscles what they need, because if you don't, they'll keep disappearing. Let us know below what your biggest struggle is at night. Weakness, sleep issues, or waking up feeling worse than the weight before. Drop a comment and be part of the conversation. Let's take control together. If you're still here with me, it means you're serious about protecting your body, your strength, and your independence. And that's something to be proud of. We've already talked about how nighttime is the most critical window for muscle repair, and how certain foods and habits either build you up or tear you down. But now, let's bring it all together into something real, something you can feel working in your body from the moment you lie down tonight. We can't talk about muscle health in seniors without facing the cold, hard truther after the age of 60. You can lose up to 3% of your muscle mass every single year if you don't actively fight back. That's not a myth, that's science, and the condition has a name, sarcopenia. But don't worry about the word. Worry about what it does: weak arms, wobbly legs, difficulty standing up, getting dressed, or even carrying a grocery bag. It doesn't show up all at once, it creeps in when you're not looking. And for many people, it begins in the ego. One of the most overlooked causes of muscle wasting at night is simple but inconsistent blood sugar levels. Let me break it down in plain terms. When your blood sugar spikes and crashes overnight, often due to what you eat before bed, your body goes along, and instead of healing, it's forced to release stress hormones. Those hormones shoot through muscle tissue to keep your brain fueled. Now, here's where it gets interesting. You might not be diabetic, and you might not even think about blood. Truth is, if you eat white rice, regular pasta, cookies, sugary drinks, or even certain low-fat snack bars before bed, you could be triggering this exact response. And that means instead of growing stronger, you're waking up with less muscle than the night before. What can you do? Switch out those sugary or starchy bedtime snacks for a small bowl of unsweetened Greeker with chia seeds or a handful of mixed nuts. These foods keep your blood sugar steady and provide slow, burning fuel for your body to rebuild. They also contain something else your muscles crave: omega-3 fatty acids. Most people associate omega-3 with health, but they're just as essential for muscle maintenance. They reduce inflammation, support joint mobility, and even help cells absorb protein more efficiently. That means the food you eat actually gets used rather than wasted. You can get omega-3s from fatty fish, or like sardines, but if you don't eat fish, try a high-quality fish oil supplement. Look for one with EPA and DHA. Those are the two key ingredients that do the heavy lifting. Let's talk about one more silent muscle thief: poor circulation. When your blood isn't moving properly through your legs, arms, and torso while you sleep, your muscles aren't being fed, and starving muscles shrink. Now, you might be thinking, but I don't feel any numbness or tingling. That's the thing, circulation problems don't always scream, they whisper. Cold hands, restless legs, and waking up to use the bathroom several times a night could all point to sluggish. One powerful way to improve this is by taking coenzyme Q10, or CoQ10. This is a naturally occurring antioxidant in your body that supports heart function and boosts energy per every single cell. After age 50, your natural levels start dropping fast, and if you're on medications like statins, the decline is even steeper. A simple supplement, just 100 to 200 milligrams daily, can help restore balance, improve circulation, and feed in organs what they need to recover and grow while you sleep. And if you're already using a blood pressure medication or a statin, you need to know this. Some of these drugs may interfere with how your body processes key nutrients like vitamin K2. Why does that? Vitamin K2 helps move calcium into your bones and out of your arteries. Without it, your circulation worsens, your joints stiffen, and your muscles receive less oxygen. What can you do? You can get K2 from fermented foods like natto if you can handle the strong taste, or in a Sindili supplement, often combined with vitamin D3. Many seniors who take this combo report better energy, fewer leg cramps, and improved balance. All sign muscle are getting what they need. Another underestimated nighttime habit is temperature control. Sounds simple, right? But most seniors don't realize how important this is. If your room is too warm, your body doesn't enter the deep stages of sleep that rebuild muscle. If it's too cold, your body tenses up and spends more energy keeping warm instead of healing. The sweet 5 and 68 degrees Fahrenheit. That's the temperature range where your body repairs best. Now, if you're someone who wakes up cold or with stiff joints, try this. Use a weighted blanket. Not only does it keep you warm, but studies show it reduces cortisol levels and improves sleep depth. Some seniors say it feels like getting a gentle hug all night long. That physical comfort can make a big difference in how well your muscles recover overnight. Let's go even with the phrase, use it or lose it. Right? It's especially true for your mitochondria, the tiny engines inside your cells that power your muscles. As we age, these engines slow down. But here's the good news, they can be recharged. One powerful way is L-carnitine. This amino acid helps shuttle fat into your mitochondria so they can convert it into energy. Many seniors feel less sluggish and more mobile after just a few weeks of taking L-carnitine supplements. You can also get it from foods like beef, lamb, and even whole milk. But again, absorption matters. Supplements and easier to hit the right dose, especially before bed. No matter what supplements you take, nothing works unless your body can actually absorb it. And that's where digestive come in. You see, many seniors struggle with low stomach acid, which means even healthy meals don't get broken down properly. If your protein isn't being digested, it won't help your muscles, it'll just pass through. A simple digestive enzyme taken before dinner or a time snack can make all the difference. Look for one that includes protease, lipase, and amylase. These help break down protein, fat, and carbs so your body can actually use them to build you back overnight. Before we close, let's not forget the emotional side of healing. The truth is many seniors go to bed feeling anxious, defeated, or afraid. You might be thinking, is this just how it's going to be now? Weak, slowing down, falling behind. Let me hear something. No, it doesn't have to be this way. Your body wants to heal, your muscles want to grow, and your heart wants to keep beating strong. You just have to give them a chance. And that starts with how you treat yourself. Before bed, every single snacks that spike your blood sugar. Give your body protein and fiber. Instead of cold, silent loneliness, warm your room and your heart with a calming bedtime routine. Instead of tossing and turning, drink a glass of water, take your magnesium, and stretch your legs. And in stretch you're rendering to fear. Take back your power one small decision at a time. You deserve to feel strong. You deserve to wake up energized, not exhausted. You deserve to live with purpose, with dignity, and with the strong joy the people and things you love. So tonight, yes, tonight, make the change. And if this message has reached your heart, drop a comment below. Tell us what part of your bedtime routine do you want to improve? Is it your sleep, your diet, your muscle strength, or your circulation? Let's talk about it. Let's help each other. And let's make sure no senior goes to bed another night think this is just part of getting older, because it's not.